But the doctor
Yeah,
eventually tells you and Mary that there's no way Jameson Jr. should have survived.
that's right.
What is it like receiving that message, knowing that against all odds, he's still alive, but understanding the gravity of the moment and that there's no earthly explanation for your son's survival? What's going through your mind at that time?
Yeah, it's so true. No earthly explanation. Doctors are saying things like, we don't have a medical explanation for this other than the miraculous. And when
Did they use that word?
They did. They used that word multiple times and multiple doctors.
Amazing.
We saw teams and teams of doctors and nurses for 3 weeks in the hospital, 4 surgeries.
I mean, what's profound about that statement, for something to be miraculous means it needs to be supernatural. So here you have medical professionals that are basing their profession and their expertise purely on science and reason, on the natural. But even then in that moment, they're going, it has to be something beyond nature, what we would call the supernatural.
So
that's awesome. Okay, keep going.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
No, and it's kind of blowing me away as I'm listening to these doctors, who some of them began to realize were not believers as we get to know them, and so that's the language they chose to use, and so we're looking at all this, Rob, and going, every day we're learning new information about this brand new medical condition to us, amputation and having to continue to go back in for surgeries while we were there. And every time we interact with the doctors and they interact with this guy, they come to us and they say things like, I'm so encouraged by your son. And we say, great, what do you mean? And they say things like, we treat children all day, every day. And there are hardly any children who don't just encourage us by their case, but by their actual testimony, what they say to us, how they thank us, how they are themselves comforting us as doctors, going, I know this is going to hurt, but I have to do it. And Jameson's saying, it's okay. Can we pray before we do this? And I want you to know that it's okay. Go ahead and do what you have to do. And they were just blown away by his level of maturity. And at 10 years old, we were blown away by that as his parents. And so every doctor continued to shock us with their kind of wild imagination about how this goes beyond the natural, as you said, into this supernatural realm that they kept, in their own terms bringing up.